Hello everybody, this is Doll Dazzler and welcome to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be sharing with you guys some more of my Polly Pocket. This is the second video and I'm going to be showing you quite a few of the dolls that I have and the last of the remaining accessories from the play sets. And in my first video I had mentioned that I probably need some help with identifying what the play sets are, as far as if there was a name for the play sets, and then possibly what dolls go with them. But so I have a ton of the actual Polly Pocket dolls, and I think that I'm going to start with these over here off to this side. I think that these are the older Polly Pockets. Because they're not as jointed as some of the newer ones or some of the other ones that I have. You still can put the clothes on them, but their legs aren't free and their arms aren't free. So I think their arms don't even move on here. So they're just they just bend at their waist. So these are probably earlier, from maybe the early 2000s, somewhere in there. If somebody knows, these look familiar. They're all that way. So I'm thinking that they're an older Polly Pocket doll. I have quite a few of them. This one's got some threading in there. So very stiff, like they're supposed to be a part of a play set, and that's all that they do. Their arms don't move, their legs don't move, they just bend at the waist. So I have quite a few of them. None of them look the same. And I'm not too sure where I had acquired all of these. Maybe from a Goodwill store. But what's a collection without Polly Pocket? So Polly Pocket's been around for a very, very long time. And I wish that these had a date on them somewhere so I could, quite possibly, maybe on the back of her. It doesn't look like it. They're awfully small to have any of the date and the manufacturer on there. So those are the ones that I think are probably the oldest out of the Polly Pockets that I have, just because they don't have a lot of joints. And so the next ones seem to be a little bit newer. They're a little bit more movable. They have this one has some clothes on. So their arms move independently. Their hair is still, it's thick, heavy. They appear to be a little bit older than the haired ones that I do have, that I'll be showing you in just a second. So I've got this one. Their hair is really, it almost looks like a wig, but it's not. But newer than the other ones because they are free moving. So this is a better example. So you can see that her head moves independently. Now, none of these are ball jointed at all, of course. They might come out with those eventually, but for right now, they don't have any of those. So quite a variety of the of this type. Their hair looks like it's a wig, but it's not. Oops, I'm sorry, I'm getting really blurry. There we go. A little orange-haired girl. And I don't know their names either, so any of the Polly, I know there's one that's Polly, she's probably Polly. But some of the other ones, like the brunette, I don't know what her name is. The redhead, I don't know what her name is. So if anybody out there knows their names, please leave that in the comments for me. And this one, she has like, it's not that rubbery clothing. This is actually fabric on her. So I don't know about that either. Don't know if that's newer or older. I haven't changed her since I got her. So, but now this one's back to that rubbery clothing. That's it feels like rubber. Very cute little dolls, though. I have a ton of these dolls. And then the last ones that I have combable hair. And These are the only two that I have. Well, I actually have three, but the third one, her head is broken off from her body. So these have combable hair. She's actually got some threading on her, like she was supposed to be a part of something. But so these are independent as well. Their legs and their arms and their waist moves. And then they also have hair that you can comb. Now, I don't have, I believe, well, I might have a couple of combs, but they're not anything that you could really use on these dolls. As usual, the dolls' brushes and combs, they're not really very good. And then here's the brunette. And her hair is still in the manufacturer setting, so I haven't really messed with her at all. So I don't know what her name would be. This is probably Polly, but then what's Polly's friend's name? I don't know. If anybody knows, please leave that in the comments for me. So the extra little play sets that I have, or little pieces of play sets that I have, I'll start off with this because I think that these might actually belong with something I showed to you in the other video. I did have something that had to do with a store or food, a little boutique, salon. And so I'm thinking that this might be part of that, maybe a part of a mall. And then this is a little photo booth. So it might also be a part of that little mall. This is really cute. It even has a little area in there to sit down. So these little play sets are very cute for Polly Pocket. They're just very small. So those might belong to yesterday's video. Then we have like a little playground set. I'm going to turn my camera so you can see. There is back here in the back, I'm not too sure where this ladder goes, but looks like it should be put in here like a little playhouse area. And it looks like the ladder would go here or here to get into that little area. And then off to the side here is a little swing. And all of this comes apart, which is really, really nice to have for storage. And then the top is a slide. So you can take it apart for storage. And this folds down and this folds down. So it's really easy to store. But I don't know where this third ladder goes. I don't know if it goes in there somehow or in here so that you can climb in. So I don't know. This is it's like a little playground setup. And then here's like a little, I guess supposed to be like a little sandbox. And then a little chair. This also probably, it's got the same colors as that little, maybe perhaps the mall, little seating area. Or it could be out in the park. Don't know. So I'm not too sure what parts go with what. But this back here does all go together. That is a like a playground set. And then off to this side, I have a car. And I know that this thing is supposed to do something. I just don't know what. This part comes off of here, and it does extend. So it can be kind of like a little limo. It's really funny how this car slides apart. And I'm thinking that it's supposed to do something, but maybe make noise or something like that, but I have not figured that out. Then in the back here, there's an area for some little bags or groceries or something. But I don't know what this is supposed to do. It makes me think that it plays music or something, and I've not been able to get into this section here to find out what if it's supposed to do anything else. But in there, then you could sit 3 of the little dolls. And there's the little door that opens. And then here's when it slides back in. It doesn't look like this door opens, but when you slide it out, that door opens. Very cute, but it's kind of flimsy. So I don't know. Let's see if it is marked on there. Sometimes they mark. This is the other reason why I think that it does something else, because it looks like there might be a battery in here. I don't know. I've not been able to get into this section to find out. It won't let me in there. So there might be something underneath the hood. If anybody has this little car and knows what it's supposed to do, I think it plays music, not for sure, but if they know what it's supposed to do, please leave that in the comments for me. It's very cute though. It's got some little Polly Pocket stars for the wheels. Very, very cute. So we'll put this little hood, little front area back on here. The next thing that I have is this little container, little holder for different outfits. And so I have one outfit in each one of these little holders here. I'll open this up. Oops, I should have did it the other way. Now all of them are going to be into different areas. Should have probably opened it up a different way. There we go. Well, they're sticky too, so there's... I'll put stuff back in there. So this is just a little holder for some different outfits. And I don't have but one little outfit in each one of these little areas. But very cute little idea for clothes holder. I've got a ton of clothes for the Polly Pocket. A range of the little rubbery clothes to fabric clothes. I keep them all in a bag because I don't want to lose any of them. So I'll just show you a couple pieces in here, but you can see I have a ton of these. Probably came with some sets. So I've got skirts and lots of skirts. Some really cute little outfits in here. Very, very cute. They're kind of hard to put on, but it could just be because my fingers are so large. So that could go with that. It's like a little boa. And just a ton of different types of clothing. Really creative outfits that they had come up with. Let's see if I can find some of the fabric ones. So here's a fabric pair of pants, but you can see how small that is. I mean, those are really I don't know how I'd ever get those on a doll, but very cute. And let's see, I have any other, should have a whole bunch of fabric. Here's another fabric. This is another pair of pants. Again, these are so tiny. They're just so small. Here's a little sun visor. And I'll show you a couple more that I have, but just a ton. And so I don't know what the year would be on these, and I'm thinking that probably the fabric type ones are probably a little bit newer than the rubbery ones. And I could be totally wrong about that. This is really cute, a little jacket, but it's got the real fur on it, and it's fabric. It's not the rubbery type. So like with these, you know, it's that same like rubbery latex type of material. And I do have more of that versus the fabric ones, but here's some fabric. And I think this is like a little shirt. So tiny. So I keep them all in a bag so I don't lose any of them. So just a little plastic bag to hold all of those. So lots of different things. Polly Pocket has a ton of different clothes and accessories. So in this bag then I have all of their shoes, and I am not going to go through all of these like with the clothes. I just got too many of them. But I can show you a couple of pairs of some of these. They're so little, like these are little these are little boots. Don't even know if you guys are going to be able to even see these. These are some little boots. Very cute. Oh, these little boots are cute. So I put these in a bag probably immediately after I opened up the doll, just so that I would not lose the shoes as a pair, because I don't know how I would ever replace any of those shoes. There is a ton of them in there. And then, so then the last thing is the some of the little accessories that would go with any of the play sets that I've shown you guys. I keep those in a bag as well because they're very, very little. But just to show you a couple of things, so they have little pets. This is a little dog. And I don't know what play sets these would belong to. Here's some hangers probably for that that little shop or that little boutique play set. Here's some little gift bags. So a lot of really cool little things, but again, these they're so small. There's so many little tiny pieces. It would be kind of cool to have a whole setup where all of these were. Let me just angle it down a little bit so you can see. Some of the stuff is really, really cool. Like this goes with that boutique, so you could hang a little dress on there. There's a little dog bowl for the little dog. All kinds of stuff. So it would be cool to have like an area in my doll room for just Polly Pocket, but I don't as of right now. And I don't know, Polly Pocket would have to come out with something really, really cool. And they have come out with some newer stuff, but in order for me to start collecting Polly Pocket again, it would have to be really, really some very, very cool stuff. I mean, all these are very cool, cute, but too many little pieces. Too many little pieces. Here's a little, it's like a little muffin tray with some muffins in there. Cupcakes. Very cute. So this is the rest of my Polly Pocket. I think I've shown you guys everything. I do have a few of the things from the actual boxes and stuff. I keep everything that when I open up a box, anything that's like an insert or something that comes off that's pretty easily off of the box, I'll hold it so that I can make a display out of it, because it does do, they do make some pretty cute displays. So I do hold on to a lot of that stuff just for the purpose of displays, but like I said, I haven't done the Polly Pocket yet, and it would take quite a bit for me to start collecting Polly Pocket again, and I might even look into selling what I have already. But for right now, this is what I have. And if you guys have any information on any of the play sets that I've showed you, the year, what dolls they would have come with like this, I don't know what the dolls would be that came with this, or if they would just been just for any Polly Pocket. It makes me think that there were some dolls that were actually sold with this, but I cannot remember. So if anybody has any answers for me, please leave those in the comments for me. So this is the rest of my Polly Pocket. If you guys like this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.